Vikas Khemani, founder Carnelian Capital Advisors, is now with us. Good morning, Vikas. Many thanks for joining in. You seem to be fairly optimistic on the rally that we've built up so far with the market scaling new highs. You believe that the kind of heady rush that one witnessed with the elections in 2014 could be replicated?
Hi, good morning. I think, one is obviously election, keeping in mind there's a big event and we have to overcome that over next 2 months. But one more important thing, if you see post IL&FS crisis, in last 6 to 8 months, which has significantly changed is liquidity profile. And liquidity is always very, very important from any asset price, point of view. And if you see globally as well as locally, I think we are in a very good situation as far as the liquidity is concerned. And incrementally, the expectation of liquidity easing is also, getting better. And I think this essentially will be important, and it is giving a very, very positive sign from a short term and medium term perspective. And as the liquidity gets better, it also has an impact on the economic activity in turn. So I do believe that this is the one trend one has to look at, because I think last 2-3 years there was a liquidity squeeze happening, balance sheets were being unwound, and I think we had a crisis out here in India in form of IL&FS, and it had aftermath of that. All of them slowly are getting unwound and getting better. So I think that is very, very important factor. Obviously election is a big event, and 4 months ago environment around or expectation around elections was very different than what it is today. So it seems that right now markets are getting comfortable with return of NDA with reasonably good comfortable majority. So with that, I think the continuity is what markets are factoring in. In case there is any disappointment on that front, I think we will have to deal with that kind of setback in the shorter term. But if that continuity happens, I think market will continue to hold on and do well.
Because if I take the clock back, and just pardon me here because I'm just curious, 6 weeks ago, 8 weeks ago, 9 out of 10, not 9 out of 10, I would say 10 on 10 market participants were of the view that markets will not go anywhere in the run-up to the election. Now the view is that in the run-up to the election, markets will remain strong. Markets are factoring in a stable government, earning recovery will happen. So is it are prices making opinion, or are opinions making price? Because I get a sense that levels have gone higher and opinions have changed.
So if you remember our previous conversation over last 2-3 months, at least I have always maintained the risk reward of investing into India, marketplace looks very, very interesting. When the environment changes, we will not know. And I think, and there was a situation when, post, I think, state election results, there was a big doubt around the, return of election outcome. And I think that has changed significantly, coupled with a very, very big important factor which we must not forget is the Fed statements about no more hikes, or I think lots of dovish view coming from there, and pause on the balance sheet unwinding, and that I think is very, very important factor from changing the environment. So it always happens like that, then the market environment changes very quickly, and one has to take those calls according to. So in my opinion, as the events have panned out in last 2 months, they have changed the pendulum. They have kind of made the environment a lot more comfortable than what it was 2-3 months ago. And as you get new light facts in front of you, you have to make a view. And I think that's where, in my opinion, slowly market commentary is changing. But the important point what you mentioned also, there is always a reflexivity, right? I mean, whether liquidity improves fundamental or fundamentals improve liquidity, I mean, there's always reflexivity. Same way, I think whether price makes opinion or opinion makes price, there is a reflexivity in both. So I think you will see narrative, and I am already seeing narrative changing slowly as the comfort around liquidity, comfort around the return of the government, and comfort around earnings growth is coming back. You will see market opinion or narrative slowly getting better.
Vikas, so what is your market positioning right now? How much cash are you sitting on, or are you fully invested?
No, I think it has to be staggered over a period of time. There's a big event ahead of us, and one can never say for sure what will be the outcome of that. So I have consistently said that I think one should look at investing over next 3 to 6 months in a slow and steady manner. And one big event risk always creates volatility. While today there is a lot more comfort around this risk getting NDA government coming back, but one never knows. So I think it's always about and secondly, what your time horizon is very important. I look at investing from a 3 to 5 year perspective, not anything from a shorter term perspective. So if that is the case, you have to overlook shorter term volatility. So I think one should look to deploy. In my opinion, this year's vintage will deliver a superior return over next 3 to 5 years. I have no doubt in my mind it will be similar to the vintage what we had in 2014, because I think most of the reforms have been done. We have had shocks every year in one or the other form. Last year was not expected, I think, form of IL&FS crisis. I think lots of these things are behind. A lot of froth has been cleared. I think we are sitting on a good ground. If this event is over, we will see earnings and volume recovery happening in the economy.
Vikas, if someone says, look, I have not participated, and it is not someone, I guess everyone is saying that we have not participated. So let me rephrase my question. What should someone do now? Wait for the election, wait for a decline, or buy with the assumption that you will lose 10%, but don't worry about the 10% because the next 2 years 35-40% is coming?
So again, it really depends on somebody's call to how much risk somebody is willing to put up in the next 2-3 months. If I were to advise, I would say that start deploying, because I think there are sectors which, irrespective of the outcome, would do well. Give or take from a short-term volatility perspective, from a medium-term to long-term perspective. Let's say example for banking and financial services sector. I think there's no doubt in my mind that if you look at from 3 to 5 years perspective, you will see easy 18, 20, 25% kind of compounding in many of the names. Now, if you were to look at a market investing, you will get scared. But if you were to look at, let's say I'm investing into the business which is growing consistently, which has grown even in last 4-5 years. So I think you will find those names, those ideas, sectors, segments. You should invest. I mean, I would not overly worried about. Yes, you can make some tactical calls around, how much to buy and what not to buy. But I would buy because I do believe the risk reward of investing into this market from medium term to long term perspective is definitely favorable and favorable by a margin. So one should definitely look at banking and financial services offers a very good, risk reward at this point in time. So I would say invest. And lots of investment cycle has started picking up in the country. Private capex is showing very early signs of recovery, green shoots. Companies have started getting good order book. Guidance is reasonably solid. So I think I would not ignore these these factors. And investing is about bottom up investing. There is a macro call to be made, but more importantly, I think you have to look at individual businesses, individual growth profiles, and I would advise to definitely invest.
Because how would you read into this Lakshmi Vilas acquisition by Indiabulls Housing Finance? I mean, this is not the first time an NBFC has bought a bank. I mean, this seems to be the new normal now. Bharat Finance was bought by IndusInd Bank, IDFC and First Capital got merged. Then you had Bandhan and Grahu. So this is where I think all the action is.
Yes, I think there's a big need of consolidation. One side we have small banks which have not been growing or which have been struggling to find a right sort of growth or business model. Other side, we have large NBFC who are looking to get access to the deposit on the banking platform. And I think there is a lot of merit in this kind of combinations happening, and I do believe that this will wave the path forward. Both for NBFC's solidity business model perspective and some of these smaller banks, and there are many smaller banks in India, I think, which are struggling to grow for many years. So I see it's a welcome sign. It's a good situation. Obviously, regulators will have to examine all implications before they give go ahead. But conceptually speaking, I think merger of a large NBFC with a mid-size or decent size bank is a good proposition.
Outlook then, Vikas, when it comes to the auto space, you believe that when it comes to the demand or the the revival overall, that is going to be a long way down the road. But are you buying into autos right now?
I think it's auto is a very broad basket. So specific, there's a CV, two-wheeler and four-wheelers. I think what we saw again last 7-8 months was liquidity squeeze had a very big impact on the volume on demand outlook, and because of that we had an inventory pile up. So we might still see earnings still taking some toll because of the inventory pile up, and margin might still come under a little bit of stress for next 3-4 quarters. But demand recovery, in my opinion, will start happening very shortly, and as demand recovery starts happening, you will see confidence kind of returning back. But from an earnings growth perspective, even 19-20 you might see with muted earnings growth, because the impact of inventory build-up and margin squeeze will still remain. But markets will tend to probably overlook that and look at as and when the volume demand comes in. And I do believe that some of the names in automobiles will offer very good risk reward.
Vikas, great to have you on the show. Thank you so much for taking the time out and speaking with us today. Tread with caution, because elections is something that you just can never predict. So yes, deploy money, but in a staggered fashion. That's the word coming in from Vikas Khemani.